Welcome to the 6-count kicking drill skill set builder. Now, unlike the punching drills and other drills where we can work through our drill hitting a target for real, kicking, it isn't optimal to do it that way. What you want to do with kicking is you want to take a kick and you want to work that kick multiple times, 10 times each leg, 20 times each leg, whatever it is. Working technique, then power, then speed. So first you get your technique down, and as soon as you got your technique down, you need to start kicking harder, more powerful. Most of the kicking we do in our system is gross motor power kicking. We have some snapping kicks. However, in real life and in our sport, we tend to kick hard and kick low. So, as we kick and we work our drills, understand there are many, many ways to do it. So I'll take a step back. They have all these different types of bags to kick with. And all of them are okay. I highly recommend that if you've got the space for storage, you get a Wave Master, you get a kicking shield, and you get a Muay Thai pad or a set of Muay Thai pads. Now, there are many types of these pads. This is a good one. This one's really thick, really heavy, really strong, really durable. For adults who kick really hard, these are excellent. You can take shots on the outside, turn your hands and take the real shots this way. These are really, really great pads. If you're working with younger students, you can use one of the lighter ones. These are actually great. I don't know if you can still find the IM Academies, but these are foam, and they're plenty strong and plenty good for anything up to teenagers, really. But what we're going to do, and what you really must have, is we're going to work with a kicking shield. And we're going to use a closed cell heavy kicking shield, not some very lightweight fluffy thing. Because we are not kicking snapping kicks that much. We're kicking power kicks. We're going to be sinking in with the heel and the ball of the foot. And we're going to be thrusting and pushing when we do these. And so you want one that's hard and absorbs a lot of shock, and that you can put an arm through in the straps and hold up here and push against and it'll last. Okay, so you want to buy a real good one. You really have to have one of these for training your kicks at home. Okay? If you need to be able to train by yourself sometimes, then I highly recommend getting a Wave Master you can fill up with water and still move around your house. You don't have to drill holes in the beams of your house and hang heavy bags from. If you can do that, great. But a lot of people can't. So a Wave Master is portable and movable. Now, having said that, we are going to do the drill with this. And at the end, we'll show you how you can do some of these and most of these with a Wave Master. Side mouse face me, please. Ready position and ready stance. Put his foot back. Now, unlike the 6-count punching where you can stand and just work, for kicking you really want to work out of your in stance. In stance. You want toes pointed forward. You want your hands up. This is not boxing. This is from our sport of lewe. And lewe is kickboxing. And so the skill sets will be different. In the time, the kicks are very similar, but we like to work out of the in stance because it's A, practical, B, translates very well to our sport, and C, is a very effective way to drive powerful kicks. So we like the in stance. So we're going to start with kick number 1. Now how do you train kick number 1? It's the check kick. Okay? Stand there and do a check kick. Do the other side. That's it. He's checking. It's one of the things a check kick does. He's in an in stance. He can still do a check kick. Do it again. Do it again. Now you can do that 10 times if you want, 20 times if you want. It's great. It's a great way to practice and warm up. But now let's go to the next knee. The next knee is the front knee. Don't do right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee. Do 10 right knees. And when you do the knees for real, he's doing his right leg. If I put my left leg in front and match him, we run a risk of slamming our knees together. So I'm going to switch. I'm going to put my right leg forward because that matches his left leg and it leaves a path for his right knee. And what he's going to do when he does his knees, I'm going to create a shelf with the bag and hold on tight. He's going to come out and grab the bag and drive the knee up. And he's going to exhale and he's going to extend his hips and he's going to drive upward and outward at a 45-degree angle for this kick. This is the front knee. Give me one good front knee. Good. And again. And again. Do 10 of those. Do 20 of those. And then switch. Front knee left. I switch too. See how I'm holding this here? I'm pushing down, I'm holding in. I can hold it against my belly if I want, But now we're getting really close. We might bump into each other. I'm going to put it out here and I'm going to hold it. And I'm going to use my muscles and I'm going to use my body to absorb the energy. It's like shock absorbers. Do it again. Okay? And that's how I'm going to take that shot. Switch. Roundhouse knees. I'm going to take the bag and I'm going to turn it either here. I can do this here to take that knee. I like to do this. I like to put the bag on my hip on this side and push from the other side as he does his roundhouse. Give me a good one. He drives up. He tabletops his leg. He drives the knee through. Okay? Practice the roundhouse knee. He's exhaling. He's extending his hips forward and pushing forward when he does this knee. Do it again. Good. Now switch. Let's show him real good on the camera this one. Go. And see how his knee is, his hand, foot's a little down like this. It's not quite 100% tabletop. That's okay because as you get more advanced, you'll see we have different types of roundhouse kicks. One of them's called a shovel kick. And that shovel kick comes out at that angle. And we do shovel kicks over and over and over again when we're doing our sport. And so it becomes a habit. He prefers to do this now with his leg down a little bit. But I want you to get it up and give me a full across the way roundhouse knee. Go ahead. Look at that. Up and across on a tabletop. That's what you should do at first. It's a little harder, but it's a little better for your torque and your twist. Okay, one more time. There it is. That's the one. If I start feeling really big, heavy shocks from his power kicks, I should exhale when he kicks too. One more. And that way, I'm taking the shot, exhaling. Like I said in the punching, there's an art to holding bags. There's a skill to holding bags, and it teaches you something. This isn't just teaching him how to hit with knees. It's teaching you how to take heavy shots and breathe right and tense right and move right and handle them. Of course, you have a big bag between you and the shock, so you're not going to do that in real life. You're not just going to go, okay, knee, right? That's not going to work. But it's going to teach you a whole lot about taking shocks and moving and exhaling. Okay? So that's knee number 1 or kick number 2 or 3, right? So we did checks, we did front knees, and we did roundhouse knees. That's 3. All right, then we move on. Kick number 4 is the front kick. You're going to kick with your back leg. He's going to put that right leg behind him. He's going to kick with that right leg. I'm going to get out here. Now what you want to do for your kicks from the very beginning is you want to do a baby step with your front foot. Do a baby step. See that? 3 or 4 inches forward. That step is going to help drive momentum, and then you're going to power that front knee up as high as you can. And then you're going to thrust your foot. This is a thrusting front kick. Use the ball of your foot and the heel and thrust that whole foot into your target. We're not trying to hit with the very top of the ball of the foot. We're not trying to snap it in there on this kick. Not this one. This kick is a thrusting front kick. And he's going to kick and knock me back. And then I step back up. Again. And then do it again. 10 times, 20 times, wherever you're up to. Do it in a row. Switch. Kick. Now you see I didn't switch my feet. That's okay. But if you feel more comfortable making that path, go ahead. Good. Knock me back. Now what he's doing is he's recovering each time back to where he started. You need to recover all your kicks back to where you start. But you need to kick with the intention of moving me out of my space. If I'm holding the bag, you want to take my space. You want to knock me out. You want to be able to do this. Take the space this time. Don't go back to a recovery. Go ahead. Look what he did. He kicked me out of the way and took my space. That's also good. That's how strong your kick should be. But since we're working on technique first, do the same powerful kick, but come back and reset. And that's what you're working on, is creating balance. It's creating muscle memory. It's creating a habit of returning to a ready position to continue fighting. And so we do it from the very beginning. That's kick number 4, the front kick. Then we move into roundhouse kick. He switches back to right. Now for the roundhouse kick, I can do this, but I don't like this because look where my elbow is. My elbow's outside the bag, and there's a chance of his foot wrapping around the bag and hitting my elbow, which will hurt me and him. So I like to turn my body for the roundhouse kick so that the elbow is pointing towards him. And I turn, and then he drives that roundhouse kick in. And it's a power kick. It's not a snapping roundhouse kick where the knee comes up forward and snaps over. This is a tabletop shelf around the way power kick, knocking him out of the way. Okay, switch so they can see it better. I will switch my hands for this so that my elbow is pointing towards him. Grab, Get set. Go ahead. Good. Knock me back. That's the one. Now, if he starts kicking high and I'm not in control, this is going to hit and flip up. Boom. It hit me in the face. I've got to be in control of my bag. Go ahead. There you go. That was a good kick. All right? 10, 20 times on each leg. 20 on the right, 20 on the left. Okay? That's kick number 5. Kick number 6 is a side kick. There are a million ways to throw a side kick. For you, right now, I want one side kick. I want you to line up facing somewhere else. Right? Make me on the side of you. Face that way. You're going to do the side kick. Now he's going to kick from the side. There's a million. He can start here and pull his foot around and kick to the side. He can start back here facing an in and shuffle step and kick. He can do all that stuff. He can throw a front knee and turn it over and side kick. There's so many side kicks out there. We want the thrusting power side kick. And what we're learning first is the piston motion of the knee. So get ready. He's going to take his foot. He's going to sweep it past his leg. Piston the knee up as high as he can go. Push out, leading with the heel and the ball of the foot as one bar of striking. And he's going to drive the whole foot into this bag by pistoning back, lifting the knee, and driving straight out. That's it. Start there. Do it again. And then come back. Kick high. Good. Now, see, I told him to kick higher, but higher isn't better. I want him to kick higher because he's a black belt. And I want him to have the range from head to knee. But in the beginning, aim for the waist. Aim for the waist. As you get good, aim for the ribs. As you get better, aim for the shoulder. And eventually, you're going to try to get up to the head. Okay? But if you go for the head right away, you're just going to lean way over to get your foot up there and fall over. It's no good. Okay? So just aim for the waist in the beginning until you're really good at it. Okay? And that's your 6 kicks. Checks, front knees, roundhouse knees, front kicks, roundhouse kicks, side kicks. And you just do 10 each leg or 20 each leg in a really good kicking shield. And if you don't have a kicking shield and you're going to use a bag, you cannot do a good front knee on these bags. Grabbing this and pulling it down to work your knees actually doesn't work very well because of the weight and you're driving in and it's jamming you. It's not really good for the front knee, but you can do your roundhouse knee. You can do your front kick. You can do your roundhouse kick, and you can do your side kick. Okay, so you can do those kicks on a bag like this if you've got it full. So you can do the same thing. The problem with kicking by yourself is you've got no one to give you feedback. Developing skills really helps if you have someone holding the bag for you, okay? Because they can give you feedback as you go. So don't shy away from training with a partner. Okay? Don't tell mom and dad you don't want them around helping you. Right? Don't tell your son or your daughter, your brother or your sister or your cousin or your friend or your neighbor, oh, no, I'm going to train by my own, on my own. Always train with a partner if you can. Okay? If you can't, it's a good alternative. All right? All right, and that is the 6-count kicking drill skill set builder.